Put your red shirt on and a brown coat too. Everybody's joining the crew. We got just one ring, let we rule them all. Hope you'll remember your town. Get your Ulu feathers and your Middle guns. A sonic screwdriver or a sword +1. Use Valerian steel if it will get you to come. To the pit tank. To the pit tank. The Rocky Mountain pit tank.
Hi, I'm Guy.
Hi, I'm Troy.
And this is Geek Tank.
Your Gygax-sized podcast.
Today we're going to work a little bit on D&D 5e, which is a game that Troy and hi Brent, you're Brent. So we're going to be working on my character for D&D 5e, which we're starting an extended version of this game at some point in time, but not yet because I'm still in Texas. Hey Richard, good to see you.
So Guy needs to make a character.
I need to make a character.
And we last week other players made characters, but Guy couldn't join us in on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a character using Roll20, so you can kind of watch the process. Roll20 is a great free program that you can get access to play role-playing games virtually, over online, which is great during the current situation.
Right.
So. It's just really all you need is a microphone, I would say. I wouldn't try doing it text only. That might be kind of a hassle. Having a camera is an extra added bonus, but entirely unnecessary. I guess having a computer and the internet is also necessary, but that should be...
If you have a camera, all you're going to do is just have me sitting over there going...
And I'll say, so Guy's going to use his charisma roll on this,
right?
Apparently,
and fail.
Yeah. So let's see. So I did try to record the session that we did last week. I would like to tell you a little bit about that because I thought that was kind of cool, and other role players and DMs, which is short for Dungeon Masters, might be interested in. We played kind of what I called a session 0. So it's not even the beginning of the series, but it's each player gets a short little 10 to 20 minute story of their own, which is leading up to when they get to meet the rest of the players. So, and it allows the other players to kind of get an idea of what that character is like and how they're going to work in the chemistry of the group. And one of our players, Alex, already had this huge backstory. So he didn't really need to play a 10-minute session. He just gave he read a narrative story of his own character about the background. And that was great. And I got 0 of it recorded because something was wrong with StreamYard and it wasn't picking up the other part of it. And then your wife, Mariah, played her part, and I'll briefly recap it. It was great. She's a wannabe thief, and we decided that her character was sort of like the swashbuckling type character who's very nimble and thought about thievery stuff but hadn't really gotten into it. And then one day on the road, a rich nobleman stumbled across her and thought that she was robbing him, even though she wasn't. So he's like, "No, please don't hurt me. Take my gold," and threw his gold at her and then ran away. And she's like, "Oh, that was easy. Maybe I should turn to a life of crime because it's really easy to do." And that led to that. She's not part of a guild. And then she was in a tavern and was approached by someone and said, "Hey, come be a lookout for me on this job, and I'll give you a cut of what I take." She went with this person who took her down some dark alleys, and she was, but at this point, I should also say, really drunk and spending lots of her money and showing off that she had lots of money, which is not a good idea to do in a seedy bar. And she quickly realized she was getting set up to be attacked. So the fella tried to drug her. She didn't go for it. He went to hit her with a bottle and rolled a natural 1, which is a critical failure. So he dropped the bottle and missed her entirely. She went to draw her sword, but he hugged her, apologizing for attacking her. But then he critically failed trying to pick her pocket and got his hand stuck in her belt. And it would be very fun to do this as a movie because of how physically comedic everything was really going poorly.
It just rolled out of control.
It just went out of control. Awesome. But because of bad rolls on the bad guy's part, she ended up doubling her money that night by taking his money. So it worked out great. So your character, you've decided Richard had asked, what are we doing? We're going to be working on Guy's character using Roll20. So I'm going to share your screen so that way people can see what this looks like. Are you at the beginning part, or do you need to back up a little bit?
Start.
Okay. Well, you're at race.
I think that you can start by then. It says, welcome to it.
Yeah.
Then
So
you hit next.
You just can search Roll20 on Google and then get to it. And it's an app that you download for your computer. I can't remember if there's any downloading involved in it at all. You just create an account with your email. And then it supports several different game systems, including Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which is what we're using. And the guy's building a character on here. So when you go in and add a character, it gives you 3 options. You can either use what they have called a character mancer, which helps walk you through all of the math and everything. And then they have edit character just on the sheet. So if you already know everything, you could just do it that way. And I forgot what the third option was that was on there.
I will. Oh, just edit direct.
Okay, I was gonna say I could figure that out fast, but
yeah, you could just do the direct, get to your character sheet. If you've got the books and you got everything sitting in front of you, you want to roll your own dice. Usually I like to roll my own dice, but I didn't bring any dice with me to Texas, so no rolling dice.
Yep. And we're doing it all point based anyway. So
right.
It's
but I mean, if you like to do, some of us like to roll our dice. I like to roll my dice.
Some people do.
It's a tactile. I'm trying to make a joke out of tactical and tactile, and all I'm doing is just making a mess. So there's that. Yes,
special weapons and tactile unit.
And Brent is saying, "Boo, Texas." I actually, it was really cold here. I did not think that the first snowstorm that I would drive my car through would be in Houston. I had not expected that, but apparently my car's first snowstorm was Houston. So there was that. But everybody else's car was out here getting, they had to get jumped and they had busted lines. And my car's like, doo-doo-doo, little Colorado car. Just kind of like nothing to worry about. Apparently it got really cold up there during that storm, though. Like once in a lifetime freezings and stuff.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say my wife was talking about her school has like this drainage ditch that goes underneath, the water drains through the middle of the building and then goes out through the drive or through underneath the parking lot. And usually it's not a problem, but it got so cold that froze and then froze the runoff and then became ice inside the runoff. And so then as the water melted on the roof, it just piled up until it broke through the roof and then started leaking in her school. So, now she's like, I hate life.
Yeah.
Who designed this runoff to be in the center of the building? And of course, the only way to remove it's like $40,000, $50,000 worth of digging up parking lots and, stuff like that. So there's no way out. So
just turn it into a class project and have all the kids do it.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'm going to, real quickly before you start on that, I will also point out, I will share this, their D&D by Wizards of the Coast has an official website that you can also use called D&D Beyond. And as you can see, they also give you 3 options here. You can make a standard character, a quick build, or a randomized character. And the problem with this, though, is you are limited in what books they give you to start with for free. And if you want any of the extra stuff, it does cost money. Whereas with Roll20, I've discovered it seems like it has a lot more for free offered on it. So that's what we're running with right now for this. So, are you still sticking?
Brent only comes down here once a year if he can avoid it. I got to admit, though, being down here during the winter is much better.
I can imagine.
Was not ecstatic about being down here during the summer.
Probably the same for New Orleans.
Although today, at this point in time today, it was already in the high 70s. So, there's that.
So are you still thinking about running with a paladin?
I was going to, but then I read something on Facebook and I thought about this, where, it was like, I would like to see a book where, and it had like all of these characters that sounded really interesting. Like, the archer who is unsure and actually kind of a bad shot. And every so often they make a good shot and they're actually completely baffled by it, that kind of thing. And I thought, oh, that'd be kind of fun. Like the archer is like perpetually, no, I'm really sucky. I'm sorry. and then gets the critical 20, and it's like, wait, you did it. Oh really? I thought about that'd be a fun one. Because I thought the super arrogant paladin would be fun too. And I guess that's up to you. Which one sounds more interesting? I'm at 50-50 on this.
Let me pull up my Google Docs and I'll read you off what everybody else is playing, so that way you don't duplicate anyone. Let me find it here.
Okay.
Because we already have an archer type person, so I don't know.
And the sucky archer won't help us any.
Yeah, the real archer would say, are we only keeping this person around to make me look good?
Right. Is that why they're here?
How do I get to?
Apparently, Brent played a ninja.
I somewhere in my collection of role-playing games, I have the actual ninja handbook that came out. I think it was second edition, maybe first or second edition. And I remembered it. I ended up with it because it was one of those things I saw for like $5 used, so I went ahead and bought it for the heck of it. But I remember hearing somewhere that they are broken when they get to like a certain level. They can just do anything they want. So
they suddenly become who's the youngest daughter in Game of Thrones?
Arya.
Arya. They become Arya. We just go to Arya to fix everything. Fix it. Arya's like, okay, I've got scissors. I'll just kill her.
I really thought, everybody in that would be killed by the most trusted person they know, and then that person would take off a mask and it would be Arya. It would be like, that's the end of the show, because everybody just got murdered by her. Like, the dragon pulls out a knife.
I love Arya. But
yeah, she's awesome.
At some point in time, it was like,
but like the dragon pulls out a knife and stabs Daenerys, and then the dragon pulls off a mask, and it was Arya disguised as the dragon. So she's just that good.
Yeah, she's that good.
I thought I used documents, but I'm not seeing that, so I must have used something else besides.
Actually, so if you're having a problem, Alex gave me a rundown earlier today.
I'm actually I remember where it is, so let me check real quick one more place here.
Either way, I'll probably be an elf because I like playing elves.
Elf is fine. Luckily, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with too many people being one particular race or something.
It's either elf or I like tiefling, but which I prefer elves. So
I think tieflings are the little devil-like critters. They're not really little; they're human sized. All right, yeah. The rundown that I remember is we've got archer type character. Ranger is, I believe, Anna's character, and then we have a dual wielding ranger character that is James. Then we have almost three rogue type characters. Because we have the swashbuckler duelist, which is Alex. We have the kind of sneaky swashbuckler thief, which is Mariah. And then we have a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
I think, listening to all of this, we've got an awful lot of
we don't have a tank.
Darkish elements, which means that it probably would be more fun to play Paladin.
Yeah. Oh, we have a monk, I think. Maybe it's a monk wizard.
I'll even make it high elf. That makes it even better.
The snobbish.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to be like the worst.
You can be the Jar Jar elf. You got kicked out of Elven Society.
Okay, common, elvish.
Oh, subrace. You don't have to go with a subrace. And if
I was going to go with Sylvan.
Okay. As I'll say, you want me to read any of them?
Oh, no. High elf. This is language.
Oh, okay.
I'm done on language. Catnip.
Yum.
Yeah. Okay. So I chose a high elf as the subrace because that's funny.
Well, yep, which gives you a +1.
Yeah.
Your intelligence.
And Sylvan as a language proficiency. That's an elven language, so that should be entertaining. Which means that the character will be absolutely useless as far as languages go. But fun!
Mm-hmm.
Next. Choose a class. There you go. What I say. So let's do Paladin. That's going to be funny, McFunny. Okay. I can use martial weapons. So I think that would be a good thing. Let's do, what do we think? Intimidation or athletics? What would be funnier?
It would be funnier.
Well, I mean,
Culinary arts would be funny.
Right? Ha ha! Here's your dinner. Anyway, I think I'll go for athletics and intimidation. I can do both.
What? The church never uses intimidation.
Right?
Right.
There we go. Oh, no. Come back to me. There we go. Ability score method, we're going to do choose, right?
Right. So just so you know, not that I'm suggesting min-maxing because I don't care, but Paladin's primary abilities typically are strength and charisma, and saving throw proficiencies are wisdom and charisma. So intelligence, getting the +1 intelligence isn't going to necessarily be great for a Paladin, but it's not the end of the world.
I guess
when you're dumping points into your stats, strength and charisma looks like are the two that you want to focus on.
That's what it says right up here.
Oh, well, isn't that convenient that it's helpful like that? What an excellent little character builder thingy.
Yeah. So, okay. So what do we just do? 200?
Well, it doesn't it have it in there for a first level character?
No.
I think if you just start dumping points into it, it's not going to let you go above what you can spend.
I'll put 10s in all of them for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just see what it says. Yep. I have no intelligence now. Huh? That's weird. Let me tap it.
Yep. Well, you 10s should be a 0
right.
For your bonus.
So let's start talking here. We want strength.
And that 2 and that 1's because you're getting a bonus in it.
Mm-hmm. I think we should pump this all the way up.
Trying to go ahead and do that so it makes it easier for people to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not noticing anything coming up here. So
maybe that changes.
Yeah, maybe it changes once we get there.
Can you make everything 18? Because maybe it isn't keeping track of your points. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe we might have had a setting turned off wrong. You did choose Character Mancer, right?
Yeah. Maybe choose? No, just custom.
Oh, custom. It might be. Try choose.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Brent's saying maybe after we hit next, it'll update.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just make this simple for right now. And we'll make this a 10, a 10. How many points do we have?
It should be first level character points, which from what I remember with the system, it was doing it itself. So that means we must have the wrong thing selected. So let me pull roll 20 up real quick here and see what's going on with it.
I'll click next. So it just put those in, so it accepted that.
Yeah, but if the wrong thing is chosen, then it might not be restricting you, and you could put like 100 in each of them.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so there should be some checkbox thingy somewhere that I have to remember where it's at in order to get back to
somewhere it's allowing me because I just put 56 in strength. Don't get near me. Okay.
Just have to remember where the row 20 went now. I got too many windows open.
That's the story of my life.
Since I'm running the show over here.
Story of my life.
Inbox. Guess I'll just have to do another one. What's one more window, right?
Well, maybe we'll go back one more.
Yeah, it might be back at start. You did choose Character Mancer, right?
I did.
Okay.
And maybe it doesn't work on the pop out. I don't know.
Let's see. Edit. I'm looking in here to see if I can fix anything that's happening. Save changes. Start. Exciting.
I like that I've got a 56 strength now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why is it not doing it right? Because it did it right with everyone else's characters.
Because we're live on air.
Choose, it must be. Class. I'm pretty sure it's because you chose custom. Let's see if we do choose. Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, but there's no option. I've got choose, and then it's custom. Custom is my only option.
No, there's a whole side that scrolls down on the side to your where it says ability and scores. So I'm trying to figure out where. Choose.
That's just the rule books.
Only one thing to do. Make a new character over here, and I'm going to test out Pastine. See if I can figure out what happened.
Yes, we'll edit all of this in post. You know that.
Create an NPC. Edit directly. Use a character mancer. There we go. Character mancer. Start. Next.
Oh, it even says that here, Character Mancer.
What'd you say?
It even says it up at the top of the page that I'm on Character Mancer.
Okay. So how was it?
And the problem is I don't actually have books here, so
I've got books.
I can't even figure this out.
Okay, backup plan. Let's go to D&D and Beyond. Give them a shot.
Give what?
Let me go back to this here. Where does it go? There we go. Boop. I know that you have an account on D&D Beyond because you were using it for the Adventurers League.
I was.
Let's go build it on there.
What is it called again?
Just do D&D Beyond search on Google.
No, it's the first thing.
Plan B.
Plan B.
Plan C is you get to watch me get shot by terrorists.
Yeah, see, that just seems bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to log in somehow. Oh, I see. I can't sign in because it's too busy going, we have cookies. Thanks.
Girl Scout cookies?
Yes.
Is it one of a bazillion passwords that you might have forgotten?
That's what I'm hoping it's not. Huh.
Hey, there's
It worked.
Yay! I'll have to get Tara to remind me of what the name is, and I think there was a free month demo trial, but it's like a secure password thing where you only need to remember the one password for them, and then they generate all these random passwords for all these other things that you use. So you log on to all of your stuff through that security company. But she got into it because our kids can never remember their passwords for anything. So do you want to hit share screen on that?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's the other Gmail account, apparently. I have two
That's it? Only two?
Gmail accounts. Yeah, I know. So yay!
Did it work?
There we go. Now I'm in. Holy cow, that took way too much time. Okay. I'll put this over here where you guys can see it. All right. I can order Candlekeep mysteries. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't think you need to order anything.
No. Tools. Character builder.
That's a stream. Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, that worked.
Oh, okay.
It exploded.
There we go.
Okay, standard.
Now, here's the question. I know how you are about randomized stuff.
Should I just make a random thing?
I don't know. You're pretty crazy about randomizing things, so I didn't know. You could always try it, and if it sucks, then veto it.
I guess that's true. I could just kind of try it. Let's go back. What happens? Nothing. Choose a level. 1.
That's correct.
Choose a race.
This isn't random.
What's it say?
Player's handbook. Oh.
Choose a race. Elf. High elf.
Bye, elf.
Choose a class. Palladian.
Palladium?
Yep. Sometimes that happens.
Schmo. Here comes the random.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's not bad. Bark. Barian. I like that. Olympia. I like Barian.
In German, it's of beer.
That's what I was thinking too. Barian and Bork. Silverina.
Birian Malek. Isn't it like Malek Biriam's name reversed? Malek Biriam.
Silverina. Okay, whatever.
Dragonborn. I think we have a dragon. Oh, no, we don't have a Dragonborn.
I don't know. It looks good enough there. Let's see what it says. Okay, let's see what kind of trouble it's caused.
Well, that was random, all right.
Very random. -1 to strength. Not really terribly good for
9,
Kind of
13, 12, 15, 10, 12. I don't think it did it by points. That seems low.
Yes, doesn't it?
Random's probably too random. Well, the intelligence is 15, but still.
She's very smart, but mouse. Where'd my mouse go? There's my mouse. Hi, mouse. I don't know. This seemed really random.
Yeah, like one of the other characters is 15, 14, 12, 12, 16, 8. So I think your numbers seem low. Find another character here. 10, 16, 12, 14, 11, 13. So that's your teammates.
I don't know who this is.
No, that's not a character. That looks like it's blank because it says level 1, no race selected. So you could just click that and edit that one. Or yeah.
Edit. Ping, 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 ping. We'll edit it.
Okay.
By Fantasy Name Generator. G.S. Davis's character. That's the name.
That's fancy. Oh,
That's
fantasy. So we're not going to use the Rick and Morty content.
Yeah, apparently we're not. I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I just kind of. I don't know what this is.
Points fixed. Just slow down a bit. Let's make sure it's the point system is all we're looking for. I'm not seeing that yet. I think you're fine so far.
Are we using encumbrance?
You can leave it on there.
Yeah.
And is that the bottom? Or can you? Yeah, just go to next then. Try this once more.
All right.
Elf.
Elf.
Hello, Elf.
Hi, Elf. Hi, Elf. Choose race. Yep.
It's Keen.
Catnip.
Catnips. You get to choose one. Choices. If you're doing Paladin, you could be the healing tank.
It could be. Do we have a healer?
It's always good to have two, so you have someone to heal the healer when the healer gets hurt.
No. So we could do mending.
That's for items.
Close. Yeah. I don't see anything in here for that.
I thought there was, but maybe
would be fun. Shocking grasp would be fun. Here, let me shake hands. You know,
golf clap.
That was a good one too. There you go.
That's the one the bard uses to humiliate people. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. So when in doubt,
let's just go for thunderclap.
Okay.
That'd be fun. Extra language. We could speak an extra language.
Thundercrap.
I liked Sylvan before. It was fun.
So you can go to Sylvan College?
Yep. It's important, man.
Education.
Palladian. Okay.
Here we go.
Proficiencies. We decided on athletics and intimidation. Divine sense.
That's just telling you what it is.
On hands. Okay. We're not going to multi-class. Urban Dallas multi-class.
Generation method. That's where we're going to choose point by. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
So now you should be good to go to just build this character.
Let's put up some serious strengthage and serious charismaage and start there.
Yep.
Do I get the plus from the intelligence for being an elf?
Yeah, I think it's already added on there. If you scroll down, it might show it.
Okay. Good. That puts us at, maybe I should do one more for Constitution.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. Let's see if it gives you the, strength, dexterity, Constitution. Where's the, scroll to intelligence. I want to see if it's showing that +1.
Yep, racial
bonus. So you've got the +1 for that.
Cool.
And of course, your bonuses go up in increments of 2. So an 11 is not going to give you a higher bonus until you get to 12 on stuff. So if you want to, like your 15s aren't giving you a bonus. They give you the same bonus that a 16 would, but you need to be at, being a 15 makes it that much easier to get to 16 later. So like maybe one of the two you might want to leave at 15. Strength's probably the best for hitting stuff with your sword or mace or whatever you choose. Charisma is what you're going to use for your spells and such. I think if I was doing it, I would probably say do charisma at 14 and then use those extra points.
Wisdom.
Yeah, because wisdom's what I believe you use for your spells.
I think so too. Sounds good there.
Looking for something not on the list? Too bad.
There we go. Fantasy name generators. This is the one I really wanted.
I was going to say, I thought you already had a name, but you can generate a new name.
I'll come up with a new one.
It's an elf with a half-orc name.
Female names. Oh, there's Pyrea. It's almost like I've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. Copy. Okay. Paste.
There you go.
Like right here. Background. That's interesting. A haunted one.
Probably noble, right? Since you're being
Yeah,
an elf.
noble. Sounds good. Playing card.
Is that all your options? Yeah.
Sounds funny. And I get another language.
Another one.
I'll choose orc and then actually be useful somewhere along the line. It'll be funny.
Maybe you were part of your mission was to try to convert orcs.
Right? Position of privilege. Suggested characteristics. Okay.
Choose two.
Okay. My eloquent flattery makes everyone I talk to feel like the most wonderful. No. The common folk love me. No. No one. No one could doubt by looking at my regal bearing that I'm cut above. That one might be. Despite my no, I do not know. Okay. I like this one. If you do me an injury, I will crush you, ruin your name, and salt your fields. I'm supposed to roll a d8.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could just hit random. Orc.
Is there a random option?
Common folk love me for my kindness and generosity. Well,
Is a little does the little D20 on this corner there? Is that a dice roller for you?
well, it was random, so you can hit random.
Okay, I meant on the lower left of the screen. But I don't know.
I think that returns us to the menu.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
It's a dice. It's a dice roller.
I rolled an 8.
All right.
Yep. Okay, good. That's exactly what I wanted.
This. Did it add it?
Yeah. I love the fact that the D&D page naturally has a dice roller on it. That's
Of course. It'd be silly not to.
awesome.
So you want to roll for your idea? Did you roll for 2 or did you roll for 1?
I rolled for 1, but maybe I should do another.
It says choose 2, so
2. Yeah, see, it's really into this. It really, really wants me to say that the common folk love me, and I really want to make a jerk.
Well, what's funny is it's contradictory to the if you injure me, I will crush you and ruin your name and salt your fields. It's like that's not really kindness and generosity.
I'll add it, and then we'll make it work.
You know, maybe they love you for that, but it's not true.
Right?
Maybe you just pretend to be
or more
wealthy.
importantly, it happens. It just keeps happening, and
Yeah.
my character doesn't understand why. Family blood runs thicker than water. Okay, fair.
And it's tastier.
Yeah. 3. Nothing is more important than other members of the family.
That tracks.
Yeah, I was just say that works really well. Flaws.
You hate your family.
That would be awesome. 1, I secretly believe that everyone is beneath me. I don't think it's a secret, folks.
I think you think it's secret.
Right?
The secret is that it's not a secret.
Okay, we like this already. This is
Yep.
fun.
The pompous paladin.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
It
awesome.
will be.
Character
Especially since you're gonna have all these not so
and it's gonna be awesome because I'm
not
gonna
so law-abiding characters in your group. Put that back. That doesn't belong to you.
lifestyle. Should we do aristocratic or should we do wealthy?
I think wealthy because I think the cost of aristocratic is going to be pretty painful to
I
upkeep.
don't know enough about my faiths. And
I'm not super on top of all of the because there's a bunch of different gods and religions in it. I would just put to be determined. The best one.
The best one. There we go.
My God can beat up your God.
But he wouldn't.
He wouldn't because he's too good.
So awesome. My God could beat up your God, but he wouldn't. Can I get a randomizer on this? No. Oh, yeah. People. Man, makes all my life just...
You got to go somewhere else to get random.
I know, right? Let's see.
Have
Other generators.
Character trait. Clothing.
I like martial arts descriptions.
Character description.
You see one. Character descriptions.
Is that going to cover? There we go. Gray curly hair, tight in a ponytail, reveals a fine, tense face, lidded green eyes.
A large beard.
Not sure that applies to.
I'll get a female description. It defaults to male. Red dreadlocks, tight in a bun, reveals a chiseled, charming face, dancing hazel eyes set wickedly within their sockets. Watch anxiously over the armies they've grown affectionate for so long. An old tattoo of a wolf paw is displayed on the right side of her neck and leaves a captivating memory of deceased loved ones. Actually, I kind of like that. I'm not going to argue here. I mean, I'm not going to. That actually sounds cool. Copy. Let's see if we get over here. Can we get like a spot, or is this not?
Just paste it all in here, and then you can move it around. Well, that didn't get it all. Did it?
I'm having computer doing like. I'll just do pale because it goes good with that. Hey,
yeah. Got to stay out of the sunlight. All those freckles come out. Didn't the dwarf in the Rat Queen have a beard?
Yes.
That's what I thought. The female dwarf.
Within their sock.
Specified.
I'm leaving it.
Where do you keep your eyes on my sock?
My sock.
How do you see? Not very far, only about a foot.
You always toe the line. Okay, height.
I'd say average. Average. What's average height for an elf? Female elf, I should say. I guess it depends on which lore you go with. Because I think it was the Tolkien elves were like really tall, and Keebler elves aren't so tall.
No. Hey, done. Oh, we got like a lot of these because
it doubled it up.
Times it randomly decided that was the thing I needed.
You can edit it and just drop it. Yeah. Or maybe not. Oh, okay.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Actually.
You want to put the rest of that stuff in there?
Say.
Just copy that whole thing. Yeah.
That's maybe not a bad idea.
Nice. Except for the background.
Yeah.
I think you can change it in there, can't you? If you paste it. Can you highlight it and
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, it's misspelled. Don't be misspelled. There.
Well, what do you expect for free?
Damn it.
Wait, you already chose all those, right?
Yeah, I have. I'm just making sure it doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
There.
Nice.
Notes. This is where I totally could.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about any of that.
Okay.
You can come back to that later.
I'll come back to that later. That's not important. Attuned magic items.
No attuned magic items at level 1.
Starting equipment.
It's basically if you choose equipment, it gives you like a couple of options to pick from. If you choose gold, you have to buy everything. You have more options to choose from, which makes it a little trickier.
What if I want 2 marital weapons?
So they're married to each other?
Yeah, they're married to each other.
Nunchucks. One's Chuck married to the other because it's the old Chuck and chain.
Mm-hmm. These things are always important.
Mm-hmm.
A morning star. Can I have a night star too? That'd be cool.
That way you use one for different occasions. Oh, the sun's setting.
Yeah.
With your strength, you could use like really big weapons.
Yeah, like a battle axe and a longsword. You have my axe. You know what I'm going to do? Longsword, and then I'm going to do Warhammer.
40K.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is fantasy, so.
Chainmail and a holy symbol. Holy symbol, Batman. Let's just do holy symbol. A set of fine clothes. That's fine. A signet ring. That's fine. Wait. A signet. That's signet. A scroll of pedigree. And a purse containing 25 gold. Add starting point. Okay. Other possessions. A scroll of pedigree. Okay. And items. Do we want to put anything in here? Or are we good?
Let's see. You're probably good for now. Because some of the stuff you're probably going to want to look up and to pick later.
Looks like we're done.
Yeah. Nice. So that wasn't too bad. And what I'll do is I can transfer that all over into row 20, or you could transfer it all over into row 20 now that it's done the math for us. And then you can click on all that stuff.
Yep.
The thing I really liked about row 22 is it has a built-in compendium where you can drag items from the compendium, like say you want rope or an adventurer's pack. You can drag it from the compendium and drop it into your character sheet, and it populates all of the stats for that item. So it makes things really easy.
Yep. I was at a horse. Says Brent.
Case you know, that's Nobia. Ryu, not Brent, I think.
Yep. It's Brent.
Oh, he's all over the place.
Yeah. Brent, that's in that logo I drew for Brent. I'm just saying.
You should. Horses are good if you get hungry.
It Brent. Yeah, no, it's Brent. It's a given that I will hair hot pink.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I kind of feel like I need to change it. It's kind of like hot pink. It's an idea. Anyway, you're watching Twitch.
I'm going to come back to this. And
I think that definitely.
There we go.
I think definitely I will draw the character. I've got, if I can just get some time going between now. Yep, we need to remind everybody that Geek Tank is sponsored by Kieran Games, Geekway Homes, Shiny Garden, and your mom.
Yep, Kieran Games, you can get figures for your D&D game, and Geekway Homes, you can buy a nice house where you can have a huge room for running D&D. Shiny Gardens runs conventions where you can go and meet other people who are interested in D&D, and your mom can yell at you for playing a game that causes Satan worshiping. And
yeah,
stuff.
you shouldn't be doing that.
Obviously, you're up to craziness or something.
Yeah.
As you saw,
doing demon work again.
Yeah, we just spent a whole hour doing demon work, apparently.
Yep. Thank you, Mom. So there we go. Okay, we're cool here. This actually turned out to be pretty awesome. And now I have
a character.
Okay. So I will go on ahead and I'll transfer that over to roll 20. Or you can transfer that over to roll 20.
Yeah, so I think you can share your character with me because I'm also on D&D Beyond. And then I can do that.
Sure.
Yeah, and it seemed like there was something else and it's totally gone now. But yeah, there's all these great tools out there for you to be able to play games online with your friends and not have to risk anything by being together. And I don't know. I think it's cool.
I think it's cool. I put it. I put the link in chat for you there, Troy.
Oh, okay.
So see if that's clickable. Because unfortunately, I will have to abandon this computer here in a minute. So once we're done,
I could copy and paste, I think.
I have to go do dishes and clean up from dinner and all that stuff.
Yep, that worked.
Oh, it worked. Cool.
Yep. All right. Well, cool. Thanks for joining us. This is one of those things where we didn't know until last minute what we were doing, and we figured this might be of interest to some people. Not necessarily Guy's character, but seeing how some of these programs work. I'm kind of vaguely remembering now that Roll20 doesn't monitor what you do, like getting 50 points in strength, and so you need to either have the book to follow the system for building the character by the rules, or use like D&D Beyond to hold your hand and walk you through it. Then you can put in those numbers in Roll20. So,
yep.
So you've been using. I've actually not seen recently the Star Trek games episodes, but you're using Roll20 for that, aren't you? Or you're using something else?
No, yeah, we're not using Roll20. We're just using Discord.
Okay, so this is the first time our audience has seen this through us, I think.
Yes.
All right, awesome. No idea what's happening next Thursday.
Yep. But it might just be Troy and I kind of screwing around again, like we always.
Yes. If there's like,
I don't know what happened to Chelsea.
Well, she makes the donuts and then she sleeps.
She's making the donuts, which is the problem.
So,
and I have a new phone, so now people can actually get a hold of me on my phone. This phone has way too many cameras. It's awesome. Look at that. Look at those cameras.
Now the government can watch you 4 times more than it could before.
Right. But what it does do is take pictures of stars, which makes me extremely happy.
Like Natalie Portman?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's exactly what you use these for. Have you seen
Natalie Portman?
No.
Oh.
Have you seen Natalie Portman?
Not recently.
All the way to San Jose? No, they've got these new scarves and stuff like that react to flash. So if your camera flashes, it just blocks everything out, so you can't be taken pictures of. So it's an anti-paparazzi.
No, I thought you were going to talk about those ones that reflect and create that really cool effect.
Those are cool too, but I think this is that same technology. It reflects the flash, and so then it washes out the picture because it's effectively shining a big bright light
right back at them.
Lens.
You could pull the scarf over your face too, and then it wouldn't matter.
Yep. Well, listening to Will Wheaton, I could see how this is he hates the paparazzi. I can't blame him.
Mm-hmm. Gesundheit. I couldn't hit the sneeze button because it wasn't me sneezing, so I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
That's the audience over there.
The audience over there.
Mm-hmm.
The peanut gallery.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I hear you guys had a storm yesterday, but then it's pretty much gone by today. Yay, Colorado.
Yeah, in the shaded area, there's still like 2 feet of snow when I was shoveling. So.
Yeah, we had rain today, and stuff like that. So that was cool. So, but I mean, yesterday we were out on the back patio eating lunch. It's just surreal. And of course, at the beginning of this, my grandmother lives next door, and her pipes burst. She lost her and she literally lives next door, not figuratively. She lives one house over. So her sprinklers blew and started a little river between the 2 houses, and so I'm out there trying to stop the sprinklers from spraying, and I'm like, there's nowhere to go. It's just this little river going between the 2 houses. I'm like, well, that's rough. Then I went out to the garage, and she had no water, so we knew something was wrong. So I went out to the garage, and I look out in the garage, and there's this stream of water coming from the ceiling, and I was like, oh, that's it. And I look, and over on the wall, there's a knob to turn off the water. So I go over there and I start turning off the water, and then just then the ceiling just and just splashes me and with bits of ceiling and everything, and that was it for my phone.
Luckily, it was cold enough that you weren't also covered in bugs.
Yeah, luckily, I think all the bugs had washed away at that point in time.
Yeah.
So,
because that would have extra sucked.
Yeah, in this case, it was just a whole bunch of water, but it might have been bugs, but I didn't see, and therefore,
that's fine.
Didn't
the knob actually was the water release valve. It wasn't to turn it off. It was to cause it to explode and drop on you.
Right, exactly. I had started turning the knob, but it was so funny because it was comedic timing. It was beautiful comedic timing went in there, started turning the knob, and just it was like timed like a movie. It was very funny. And it was so funny because my grandmother was like, oh, it's got to be freezing. And I'm like, actually, strangely enough, the water is warmer than the outside ice. So I don't get what's going on, but the water was actually relatively warm. It wasn't like ice cold like you'd think it would be since it was a burst pipe. But yeah, that's what toasted my phone. So now I have a new phone, which takes pictures of stars. So I'm all happy with that.
Yes.
I've taken like 3 or 4 pictures of Orion because it rises right up over here. And so I'll go outside and it's like click.
And now, in the future, before you go turn any knobs, hand your phone to somebody that's not going to be near you.
Right.
Or set it up to record.
It would be, I didn't think that it would, obviously.
Well, yeah, you didn't think that a lake was going to fall on you.
Right. A lake in her attic. Apparently, like it filled up the entire section of her attic and that whole section just came down.
Which coincidentally is Maya Angelou's next book out of poetry, A Lake in Her Attic.
A lake in your attic.
So, well, it is now past time. No, we got 2 more minutes. So
we got 2 more minutes. We're good.
Stretch out the water story. And
so, other than that, life here is relatively straightforward and normal. And I mean, it hasn't been like the world's awesomest. Obviously, we're dealing.
Texas.
Yeah, well, we're dealing with my dad, and it's not a fun situation there. But he's still making stupid jokes and snarking and the whole 9 yards. So
well, that's how it's always going to be, though.
Yeah. Yep. So I count that fun, and I think my kid is not doing so well down here on remote learning. So we're going to be returning up there, and I think that in 2 weeks we'll return up there, and then he's going to have to restart school in actual school. So,
yeah, I haven't heard any parents saying this is awesome. So it seems to be.
It would have been fine. I actually don't think that the program was bad. I just think that my kid's not really well suited for
it. I think it's a kid in general thing too. It's a lack of that front brain development to realize this is going to be really easy. All I have to do is do the work.
Yeah.
And instead this is really easy to not do the work. Nobody's noticing until they notice. And then it's way over your head. And now you're drowning in homework.
Right. And Brent, I actually had conference with his teacher tonight via Zoom, which is also one of those, because I'd gone to Kroger, and I was at Kroger, and then I realized, oh crap, the meeting starts. So I just put it up on my phone. And so I did the entire parent-teacher conference from a parking lot in Texas. I just never thought that would ever be, those words would ever come out of my mouth. So welcome to the modern technology. So, but yeah, she and I and my wife were all on that Zoom meeting, and we will start him in school. And when we get back, everything is fine. All the paperwork is filled out. All the check marks are checked. So there's no issue. So don't worry. We got it under control. Even if they do decide that remote learning doesn't continue, we have a plan B. So it works.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my guys are all destined for in-school learning. It's just, obviously, it'd be nice if they could get all the teachers their vaccines before they have to go do that.
That's what I'm worried about. Although our teacher in our group is now vaccinated.
Which is useful.
Mariah went and got her vaccines, so we're good there.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of interesting. I've had my kid with me for a year now. So it'll be weird we were talking about this. We're like, the first day that he's gone, I'll just lay in the living room with my cat on my chest, and we'll just like lay there and like, I don't know. It's like George is like, well, what do we do now? And I'll be like, I don't know. What do we do?
You have to yell at George for not doing his homework.
That's right. I'll have to do you understand what your homework is?
That's right. Why'd you turn your camera off again? You're going to get counted for absence.
Right.
You're going to be absent. So.
Right. Exactly. Told you. Okay, guys, that's all the time we've got for today.
Yep. We'll see you next week with a more crazy rambling.
Right, with us rambling on. Until then, I've been Guy.
I've been Troy.
And this is Geek Tank.